Thank you, everyone. Ačiū. That's all my Lithuanian. Anyway, so I hope the conference was good. I hope you still have energy to spend this hour here with me, because, you know, I don't have slides. We're not going to use slides in this presentation. I'm sorry about that. That means you have to work, okay? You have to work. So let's start. Are you comfortable? Feel comfortable? Yeah? So please stand up. So no more comfortable. Too comfortable for the last talk. Okay. Okay. So their first challenge, I need you to find someone new, someone that you don't know. Please find a partner. Find a partner and say hi, a new friend. Hi. Very good. You have new friends. Very good. Okay. Okay. With this new friend that you have, I want you to have a very short conversation of around 3 minutes on this topic. So I want you guys to define what is leadership, okay? Try to define what is leadership. What is leadership, yeah? 3 minutes. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. Thanks a lot. So whatever we have is enough. Whatever we have is enough to warm up a little bit our brains about the leadership topic, because we are going to talk about that right now. So please have a seat. But don't be too comfortable, because later, yeah, okay. Well, actually I had that conversation. In 2011, I was working for ING. Maybe you know that company, is a big Dutch bank. And I was going to the gym with one of my colleagues there, Jeroen. And we were talking about my endeavor, my idea of trying to influence ING in a way in which they started doing this agile thing, whatever it is, or whatever it was, because I didn't, of course, know as much as I know now. But I really wanted to influence the system. I really wanted to change things. And this guy asked me when we were driving home after the gym, tired, how are you going to do this? how you, that are the last man on the totem pole, I was no one. Yes, I have no one. I was in charge of no one. It was 11 levels organization, and it was at level 7. So you have no power. How do you intend to influence such a big system? How do you intend to do this? And maybe I had a moment of inspiration while I was driving. Don't test and drive, but you can inspire a drive. That's good. So what I answered to him is, if you're a boss of a team and you tell your team to jump, and the team jumps because they have to do it, you're the boss. That's not leadership. But if you tell your boss to jump and your boss jumps, that's leadership, because he doesn't have any reason to do it, just because he believes in what you believe. And I told him, well, I want to be a leader. I want to create a message that people believed in, and they join me. And they join me and jump. And well, it was not about me. It was not only about me telling my job, oh, thanks a lot. It was not about me telling my boss that he should jump. It's also about me developing the capability in my boss so he could tell others to jump and make them to jump. Because I can't go one by one in the whole organization, even high up in the structure of the organization, and convince one by one and make them jump, right? I have just some reach. So it's not about, leadership is not only about the leader, but it's more about developing capabilities in the followers. Yeah. So starting from there, I understood that it was a critical element when it comes to generate change. Be able to have the capabilities of leading yourself and creating leadership, nurturing leadership in others. And for that, I created a framework. I created a framework based on this definition of leadership. So again, we use language just to create a differentiate between things, right? We say, okay, we call this bottle, and we call this tape, and now we can distinguish. When I say tape, I mean this. When I say bottle, I mean this. But when it comes to words like leadership, it's not so clear. Some people understand that leadership is a manager and someone who is high in the structure of the organization. Some others, they understand that, no, I don't want to be right, ever. I want to be useful. And for me, a useful definition of leadership is this one. So leadership has the capability of an individual to influence a system. And there are many different ways to influence a system. You can influence a system with power, and you can influence a system by listening. Yeah? We have that friend that he is never so visible in the group, but he's always there when you have a problem. And for sure, he's influencing the system. And we also have this guy that he always organizes the party and say, let's go this place. And he's also influencing the system. Not visionaries are the only leaders. Humble people are also leaders because they influence the system in this definition. There are different ways to influence the system in this definition. So starting from there, I'd like to share something that is helpful, at least for me and for my customers, for my teams, to have a structure, to have a simple structure on the conversation that they need to have to create this environment, to nurture leadership, and to improve their leadership capabilities. And this is the leadership dance floor. And I call it in the dance floor because, as you see, it's in the floor. Dancing is optional, yeah? I can dance, right? But not now, later. We'll dance later. Okay, so far so good? Yeah! Woo! Okay, good. So let's start from the beginning. The first thing that, in my opinion, we should take into account when it comes to create impact on a system, which is having a clear purpose. A clear purpose. Many organizations, they decide to do Scrum, but why? They don't know why. If you don't know why, you're not going to get there. If you don't understand what is the ultimate expected result, and when we talk about agile, it's for sure not agile. So you don't want to get agile from agile. You want to get, I don't know, better connection with the customer, better teamwork, a more healthy organization, being more flexible to adapt to the needs of the customer, a different ultimate results. But agile is a way to do that, right? So first off, the purpose needs to be clear. So we should be able to establish or help other people to establish what is their purpose. What do they want? What is the ultimate expected result? Once we have that, we can start working. It doesn't make any sense to start working in an organization in an agile transformation if they don't know why they want to do any transformation. If they don't have a purpose, that's just going to lead to frustration. Yeah. So first off, when you have this conversation with this change agent, have a conversation about the purpose and help him understanding what is the ultimate expected result. Yeah. Second step in the dance floor is the context, which is here. The context is here. So where are you trying to create this impact? And why now is relevant? Why now is important? We want to create innovation, new products. Very good, but the company is on fire now. Maybe it's not the moment for that. Yeah? The context should be compatible with this. We should create a lot, we want to create a lot of innovative products with maybe newcomers that they don't want to work there. We have a Starbucks coffee shop. Let's create innovation in the coffee shop with the students. The context maybe is not yet ready for that. We need to create a context that is ready for that purpose. So the context and the purpose should be compatible. Second step, can you do that now? Or maybe you have to reach a smaller goal. Maybe you're not ready for such a big goal. No, we want everything. We want the whole transformation of the whole universe. Well, I think there's too big context for that. What is next? What is the next piece you can try? Yeah? And of course, why here and why now? Why is important? If it's not compatible with customer, context, don't proceed. Stop there. This second step should be clear. Yeah? Are you following me? Yeah. Yes. No, I don't trust you. I don't think you're following me. So are you comfortable? No? Oh, then stand up, please. This is the chair, maybe. Yes, stand up, stand up. Stand up. Okay. Because this is the challenge for you guys. This is the challenge for you guys. So, here, and look, we have a lot of, oh my God, this is so funny. You're going to laugh now. Because I say, can we have some Post-it for the people? This is so you have to divide one per each 10 people. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. No Post-it. It's not. We don't need to do that. So, find a new friend. Please, find a new friend. Try to find a new friend. Say hi, a new friend. Someone new. Hello. Very good. Very good. We have a new friend. Okay. Attention, because this challenge is a little bit more difficult. Yeah. I want you to come up with possible questions that you would do to a change agent or a future leader to help him exploring his purpose, the ultimate result that he wants to reach, and his context. Yes? So this is the deal. I need you guys to come up with questions that you would ask to explore the purpose and the context. Okay? Understood? Yeah? 3 minutes. No, it's okay, but thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Oh, now, oh, you. Yes. Oh my God, yeah. No, 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 it's okay. I will. Okay, whatever, whatever we have is enough because now I have post-its. Now I have post-its, and this is what I need you guys to do. So choose, each partner, please choose the one question that you liked more from here, out of your discussion, and the question that you liked more out of your discussion from here. Come here, take a post-it, write it down, the question, and put it in the specific place, okay? So, go. Markers. There you go, markers. How much? For the purpose? They are yours? Yeah. Oh, don't steal the materials. Don't steal materials. Oh. Okay, whatever we have is enough. We can go back. We can progressively go back. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, let's progressively go back, go back, go back, go back. Put the last one there. Very good, very good. Very good. Okay, whatever we have. Now we continue with the rest exercise. You can continue. Okay. Okay, whatever we have is enough. So we grasp a little bit about the Leadership Dancefloor as a tool to have a structure for your questions. And I already see that we made some really good questions and maybe misplaced some others, but it's okay. To give you a specific example on how to use this, for example, imagine that you're working with a ScrumMaster. You're a coach in an organization, you have your ScrumMaster, your Scrum Monster. Yeah, he's not a master yet, he wants to be master with time. So how do you start working with this person? Yeah, so great starting point is, what do you want for your team? What do you want for your team? What if it's a Scrum coach? Yeah, he's working with more team. What do you want for your teams? Very good. What is if it's a transformation leader? What do you want for your organization? I want a Scrum. And what is the ultimate result that you want to get from Scrum? Great starting point to work. Yeah, understood? Type of questions that we need here? Okay. Once this is clear, you go, explain me your context. How many teams? How long they've been working for in this organization? What are their struggles? What do they work on? Yeah, context. He will talk, the context will become big and big and big and big. All departments, all the organization, this is a multinational, everything is so terrible. He will cry on your shoulder. And when he cries enough, or she cries enough, you reduce the context, yeah? Because we have that thing, right? We have that. We want to reach a super big goal, which is great, but we need to understand what is the next step. So, question to ask here to your Scrum Master. What is the next step of your team? What do you want to happen next sprint? Yeah? We want to, for this agile transformation leader, manager, we want to transform a whole organization, do super scaling. Well, okay, what is the next step? Next 2 weeks. What do you want to happen next week? That will be helpful. Understood? Can you use this? Okay, because I want you, so you've been here the whole day, and now it's very late, you're tired. I want you to get something from this talk, not just a a little bit of, huh? Okay, good. So we have the purpose, we have the context. Now we're going to talk about the 2 dimensions in the laterals of the dance floor. So one of the dimensions that you need to work on is the personal dimension. So the leader, the person that is creating the influence, yeah? Can be yourself, or can be the person that you are trying to develop, you're trying to grow. One dimension. The other dimension is the collective dimension, which is system, the system in which this person is trying to influence, yeah? So, I'm now a person, we are a system. We are a slightly bigger system, yeah? this is useful for you so that you understand that this framework is something that you can use with your team, with your teams, with your organization, with your group of friends, with your family, with your wife or husband. It's exactly the same principles. It's systemic coaching. It's exactly the same, okay? Good. And as it's exactly the same, we're going to learn how we work in coaching, right? What's the difference between coaching and consulting? Through coaching, it's very important that we understand this. So, we said that we want to reach some ultimate result, yeah? Good. To reach these results, you need for sure to perform some actions. You need to do something, yeah? And that actions are performed from an observer. So it's the person or the system that is seeing the reality, yeah? Example. I want to be fit. Even though I travel a lot, I want to stay like with a low fat percentage. And for that, I need to have a nice, good nutrition. I need to go to the gym with my friend Thomas that is there. And in order for me to be able to do that, going to the gym, the nutrition, and that purpose should be important for me as a person. If it's not important for me, if I go to the gym because someone forced me to go, because my wife or my husband tell me that I'm too fat, most probably after a month I will stop doing it because it's not important for me, yeah? So the difference between coaching and consulting is in consulting, we tell people what to do to get the results. This is your diet. This is your training program. You do it. Take responsibility and do it. In coaching, we understand that this is difficult, and frequently it doesn't work, because for the person, it's not relevant. So what we do is we work on the observer. We work on the person, understanding why this is relevant for him or for her or for the system. When it's relevant, then the actions will come, and the results will come as a consequence of the change of observer. This is what we want to do in Agile too. Agile is not to go faster or to deliver software faster. Deliver software faster might be one of the consequences of creating a culture, an observer, in which delivering products according to the needs of a customer is important. It's actually the most important thing. And as this is important, they will find a way. They will find Scrum or scaling or not scaling or management 3.0 practices, or they will create themselves to reach to the ultimate result. So this is what a true Agile coach should be doing, instead of just consulting and explaining what are the practices that other people are doing. This is the diet. This is the training program. For this bodybuilder, works great. You see Spotify. Right? Maybe this is not you. You are different. Oh? Okay, so we're going to put that on the floor. First, in the personal dimension. So the observer, who you are as a leader, we're going to call that the being, your identity as a leader. And the actions, we are going to do a separation. Yeah, we're going to do a double click in the action, separating between the action that is available but is not taking place, right? So for me, it's available to go to a restaurant and ask for a salad and a water. That is available. I can do that, but sometimes I don't do it, right? So act is the action I have available, something that is natural and possible for me. I can do that, right? But maybe in some specific environment, I don't do it. I need to be someone else. I need an adapted behavior. And that's the interaction. We call that interaction. When the behavior is visible. Yeah? We understand the difference between behavior available and behavior visible. Yeah? Okay. So exactly the same thing happened in the system. The system, us, or us. We have an identity. We have an observer. And we'll call that the culture. This is who we are. Again, the system puts actions in place. And we're going to double click between the action when it's available, so how we get together and what kind of communication is possible within organization. I mean, we are part of a team and I have a very good relationship with him, but I don't really like her. He's new in the team. We really care about the goal, but he doesn't understand the goal yet, and she really doesn't care. Sorry about that. So yeah, so if we are talking about this system, we are very close to the goal. This is our goal. He really can't reach, and she might be there, like thinking about his next job. Yeah. So this position of the system, which is different from a structure. The structure, you can appoint the structure. Now we are a team. Oh, very good. But we are not really a team. We have a geography. We have a geography that is not a team. We have a geography that means two people close to the goal, two other people far from the goal. So this is the geography. What makes actions available? When we actually get together and do pair programming and work together, and he's reading some manuals and she's asking for a higher salary and complaining, right? Those are the practices. This is what is happening. This is what you see. This is the visible part of the action, yeah? The practices, yeah? So, to wrap up these two dimensions, very easy. Personal dimension is I, as a leader. My identity, why I should do that. My actions available, how would I do that if I care? If I don't care, I won't. And if I really do it because I care, what I will do. What I will do. Same happened with the collective dimension, with the system. We're going to call it we. Yeah? We call it we. So this we has an identity. This is why we. Sorry, it's a mistake in the slide. It's why we. Yeah, there's a mistake there. I will correct. It's why we. Why we. The geography. How we would do there. We do that. And the practices. What we do. We do Scrum, we don't do Scrum. Yeah? So this is why I or we do what we do. This is how I or we do what we do. This is what we do. And this is the ultimate result that I expect. And that's here and now. Why here and now? The context. Yeah? So this is a systemic view of leadership. Are you comfortable? Stand up. The chairs are super. Find a new friend. Find a new friend. Very good. Say hi. Very good, my friend. Okay, join a threesome. Sometimes it's more fun. Very good. Very good. Okay, so this is your challenge now. So guess what? Guess what? You need to come up with questions that you would do to a leader regarding himself, or to a leader regarding his system, the system that he belongs to, the team, the department, the organization, the whatever, to help him or her exploring the culture, the being, his being, the geography, his possible actions, his leadership style, and the practices that they are doing. Yeah? possible questions for all this. And if you feel that you have to rearrange anything from here, just take it and move it. All right? 5 minutes, get to work. Al trabajo. Yes, 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 yes. No, why is this important for you? What actions will help you reaching that? What you do? Just throw, because I will give you examples at the end. Just try to, I want you to squeeze your mind and try to come up with something, and then I... Just don't think too much. Just push, put post-it, put your guess. Yes, leadership styles. Yes. So should you be more coercive, or should you be listening them, or should you be now putting strong goals, specific goal, or should you help them, or should you? What should you do? Right. This is what can you do. This is what should you do now. What can be your next step? This is for the context, clearly. Mm-hmm.
So here you are asking what question?
Mm-hmm. It's okay, I will be giving examples now. I just want you to come up with something, and I will be now giving examples. I want you to make mistakes. And yeah, it's okay. Okay, whatever we have is enough. Let's go back to the chairs. Okay, very good. Very good. Remember, it's not important if it's right or wrong. It's important if it's useful. It should be useful. This thing should be useful. Now I will be giving you some examples. So imagine this situation. We have this Scrum Master. What do you want for your team? I want a better teamwork. I see that they are disconnected between each other and all that. Okay, so what is the next step that you would see as better teamwork? This is super big, super unclear. Oh, well, I will just get them to decide together, to go together and talk to a stakeholder, like 3 people together, and go talk to a stakeholder. That will make me happy, okay, good. So then from here you can go this level and ask, okay, why do you think that should be important for them? Why do you think they should care about teamwork? Good. How would you draw the team now? What is in the geography that helps teamwork, and what is in the geography that prevents teamwork? What are the relationships between the people? Maybe 2 people have a very close relationship. It's possible for them to get together and go and create an example of collaboration. Or maybe there is not. You need to create it. How would you see it to happen? How would you picture? How do you want it to be? I want these 2 guys take it together, talk to the stakeholder in the next sprint. Oh, he can develop. Okay, and why teamwork is important for me? Why is teamwork important for you? Because we have to do Scrum, and in Scrum they say that the teamwork is important. You need to find something more important. How should you behave? So what message should you give to these people? What message should you give to this person? These 2 guys that they have a good relationship, and you want to create the first story of collaboration. Yeah? In this moment, how would you behave as a leader? Would you be pushing the team? They need to be pushed on that? Do you need to be heard? What is in your leadership style now? So who you are as a leader and how you behave that helps you get into that goal, get into teamwork. How are you giving examples of teamwork yourself? Yeah, is understood? How you make questions here? Again, this is a tool that is just for you guys to have a context. You can try this tomorrow. You can draw it in the floor. Why do I put it in the floor? Very easy, because it helps me driving conversation in a more focused way. Listen, this is very important. Whatever result you want to achieve, people will automatically focus on how would I get there. Tell me the recipe, tell me the clue. Just tell me, what should I do? What should I do? All the time, people will ask you, what should I do? And some people, when you tell them there is no what should you do, there is who do you need to be, they will leave. They don't want to listen. They will leave. Because it's hard. It's super hard. It would be better like just take this pill and you are agile. Oof. Here you have this scaling framework thing, and you just do as they do here in this book, and you will achieve the agilism in your I know why. Oof, very good. Yeah. So as we know that doesn't work, This is supposed to help you having really powerful conversations that really create a change around results, around what do you care about, around the expected ultimate result. Ultimate result is the key. If the ultimate result is not clear or relevant, don't continue. Don't continue. If you're a Scrum Master, first question, why do you want to do Scrum? If your team can't answer that question, don't continue. Work on answering that question. Yeah? You're working with a leader in an organization. They want to do Agile, they want to do whatever. What is the ultimate result they want? Why? And after that, make it compatible. Next step. You can use this in a personal one-on-one coaching for leadership. You can use this with team. You can get the team, draw this, ask, what do you want to achieve? What is the ultimate result that you want? Team, have a conversation. Reach an agreement. What is our next step? Why this is important for us? How are we positioned towards this result? What is our position? What are we doing? What practices are we doing or can we do? What is the next practice that we can do in order to get closer to that ultimate result? What kind of person, what kind of leader do you need here? How he or she should be? What kind of actions do you expect from that leader? What style would define that leader? You can have a conversation for the team to find his leader and to decide who his leader is in this initiative. This is how you use it with a team. You can do exactly the same thing with an organization. You can do it with your family. Also, what do you want for your family? You get together with your wife and husband. Why is that important for us? How close or far are we from that goal? What is our next step? What are we doing to get us closer to that goal? Financially or work-related? So how should we behave? What actions should take place? Are that actions available for us? Can we do this or not? Why is this important for you? I'll tell you why this is important for me. Yeah? I give you a lot of examples. Actually, I initially planned to do a coaching session, but I think we're short on time. But I think you get a little bit of the point of this. This is a structure for you guys to be able to work as coaches, as real coaches. Yeah? Asking questions to grow observers. So leadership, remember, that is not about you leaders. It's about the followers. It's about nurturing followers. That's all.
Thanks a lot, Angel. Anyone has any questions? We have 2 minutes, so we can take a couple of questions. No? Okay.
Hey, there's a lot of space in the center. What's there?
That's actually a great question. But I would need a couple of days to explain the whole thing. Yeah. Literally. But I will give you a very short answer that is very complicated, has a lot of information. So what I do is I put a quadrant here with several frameworks in each of these quadrants that they match together somehow. Yeah. So I put here Kinevin for complexity. I put here a competing values framework for culture. I put here ontological coaching perspective of movement from the being. I put here DISC for behavior analysis and leadership analysis. I put here the Integral framework from Ken Wilber for the structures or geographies and practices all together here, and I make them match. So because there is a correlation between all of them. There is a correlation between the culture, the leadership style that matches that culture for a specific goal in a specific context. So everything matches, and here in the middle is the matching, is where all the magic happens. When you have actual tools, stronger tools to work in each of these dimensions. Yeah. So thank you very much for the question. Did I answer your question? It's all the models here.
Okay, one last question.
Okay, so is this a framework that followers should know? So
that's a great question. No. And no. I mean, you can use this in one way, which is having just your mental structure. So you have a conversation. It's not that you're having a conversation with ScrumMaster for the first time and you say, oh, wait a second. Well, before we're talking, let's do the dance floor. Right? No. Right? You can have that in your mind and say, okay, I know I have to start for the purpose, and then I have to talk about the context. That can be in your mind. But if you, and let me give you an example. Okay, come with me. If you have a conversation with your Scrum Master, right? For example, and you're working, and you go outside, and here you create the alliance. You say, are you okay with having this conversation? You create an environment you feel safe to share with me everything, blah, 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 right? So you create the environment so he feels that he wants to have a conversation. Then when he or she is ready, you go here. You say, okay, what do you want for your team? And he will start, my team, they are so lazy. And say, okay, but that's there, man. Yeah? Yes, but they are so lazy. Okay, cry here, you can cry. Okay, good, but this is not what we're talking about, okay? Yeah, so they go back there. And this is the power. So focus here, and he will start, yes, we want this for the team, but we are doing something else, but the PMO, the processes, all that, okay, good, they're here, no problem, yeah? Cry my shoulder, let's go back, like, okay, it's okay. And then you go back here, right? And when he's ready, I say, now we can progress. Let's jump there. We jump. Okay, yes, I understand the purpose. This is what we want. And the environment is not perfect. Good. Okay, so what is next? I don't know, because I can't, because they are so lazy, because they don't want. Okay, yeah? Okay. Thanks, man. So this is how the dance floor itself can be useful, because you're using physical position to get him in the context about the conversation, right? Sometimes it happened to me with my customers that they can't progress from here. They're stuck here. They can't understand why do they want to reach the goals. You do 1 session, 2 sessions, 3 sessions, and you're stuck here. And the fact that that person feels stuck here is super powerful, because he or she understands that it's stuck. Some people are stuck, talking about why everything is so difficult, why everything is so terrible, or why maybe I'm not the right person to do that. It can happen. Yeah? And then you take them back here, and they see that they don't progress, because they don't find the next small vision and the next small step. Then they can progress. Yeah. So this is why I do this. So you can do both. Answer the question? Okay.
Okay, thanks again. Great presentation. A little thank you
Thank you.
from us.
Achu.